Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Choda with Ignition Time, and in this video I'll answer the question, could the government actually shut down? Now, I have said in my previous videos that the possibility of a government shutdown is highly unlikely, but guess what? This situation, this environment is changing so rapidly that not only is the talk of a stimulus almost dead at this point in time, despite the president telling the Republicans to go for higher numbers. And by the way, I did do another video where I talked about the reactions from several Republican senators, including Senate Finance Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley, who basically said the chances of another stimulus deal was zero unless House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was willing to negotiate, was willing to come down in her demands. Not only are the discussions about a stimulus deal close to zero at this point in time, because keep in mind the White House advisors, the White House lead negotiators, U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin and White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer are not talking right now. The only area that they were talking on, the only sort of reason that they were talking was to come to an agreement about a CR, also known as a continuing resolution, to come to an agreement so that the government would continue to get funded past the fiscal deadline of September 30th, end of this month. But guess what? It looks like even those talks have broken down, which just blows my mind. But I'm going to report the truth. I never provide false hope to my viewers and subscribers because I know you guys can handle it. So let me tell you what's going on. A possible deal on a CR, a continuing resolution, or a stopgap spending bill to avoid a pre-election government shutdown looked uncertain as of 24 hours ago after House Speaker Nancy Pelosi failed to come to terms with Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin. And I'll provide you with a link to this in the description section below. So definitely you can check out you can check out that article that I'm quoting in the description section below. But two Republican aides familiar with the situation said that House Speaker Pelosi had essentially backed out of a deal. Yep. House Speaker Pelosi backed out of a deal with Mnuchin that would have traded farm bailout money the White House wants for $2 billion in child nutrition spending that the Democrats want. So essentially the White House was saying, hey, the farm bailout money will go down and $2 billion in child nutrition is our offer. And House Speaker Pelosi backed out of that deal. Now, a Democratic aide did deny that there was a deal in the first place, but said that House Speaker Pelosi was pushing U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin for higher spending, more money allocation on child nutrition in exchange for the farm bailout funds. Yep, that's what's going on right now. And this is where things stand right now. Now the next steps are unclear. All sides had agreed that the deal would extend government funding through the 11th of December. House Democrats had hoped to file the legislation on Friday, a couple days ago, but it appears that Monday would be the earliest that this would happen. What a weekend! I mean, this is just when I thought, guys, that we couldn't, or I should say shouldn't. I won't say couldn't, because there's a difference between what we hope to happen, which is a normal drama-free period between now and the election season, and what will actually happen. Because I do believe that the passing of Honorable Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg has definitely upended the election. There's no question about it, because it's fired up both sides. That's basically what's happening. Both sides are completely fired up. And then on top of that, you have House Speaker Pelosi not even able to come to a consensus with the U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin on the extension of the government. So I would say that the two sides have never been further apart. And it's also uncertain if a bipartisan agreement on government spending on the continuing resolution can actually be reached at all. And so failure to pass a stopgap spending bill before the end of the month would lead to a shutdown on October 1st, a government shutdown on October 1st, just weeks before the election. And this was supposed to be a very straightforward short-term funding extension. And this shows the intense partisanship up in DC, which has now been exaggerated by the passing of the Honorable Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And it has demonstrated the pressure that House Speaker Pelosi faces from fellow Democrats who have pushed her to give ground to make a separate deal, something that sort of a piecemeal deal, something that House Speaker Pelosi has refused to do so far. So this is where things stand right now. And just to be clear, President Trump has spent several years directing tens of billions of dollars in bailout funds to farmers by using a program to to make sure that that the farmers did get funding. So that is what President Trump has done. And Democrats, just to be clear, have opposed sending more bailout money to farmers. And Democrat aides have said that House Speaker Pelosi was opposed to including $30 billion in the stopgap spending bill. So that is what that's what Democratic aides have said. And at a certain point in the past couple of days, it appeared that House Speaker Pelosi had indeed agreed to do so on a phone call with Mnuchin in exchange for $2 billion in child nutrition spending, something that was confirmed by both aides. But House Speaker Pelosi later called Mnuchin back and said that she would not make such a deal. And a Democratic aide said again that there was no deal like this in the first place. And President Trump announced on Twitter, I quote, "Pelosi wants to take $30 billion away from our farmers. Can't let that happen." And a senior House Democratic aide said, we have serious concerns about giving President Trump a blank check to spread political favors. And they said it is an abuse of taxpayer dollars to give this administration more money so the president can grab headlines with announcements at campaign rallies. Wow. And so that's where things stand right now, everybody. I'm hoping that I have positive news to report to you in terms of the extension and in terms of the continuation of the government. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this news. I'll also provide you with a link in the description section below to the article that I'm referencing here, so you can check that out. Again, please comment below. Let me know what you think. Also, please share this video with friends and family members. I would really appreciate you doing that. That is your vote of confidence in us, your vote of confidence in me and my team. Please remember to click like, click share, click subscribe, so that you can, and please enable notifications so you can get instant updates from us going forward. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Dr. Nitin Choda with Ignition Time. If you don't know anything about me, check out my introductory video on our homepage of Ignition Time. We'll also provide you with a link to it if you click on the top left-hand corner. Thank you so much for watching. Take a moment to check out my introductory story. I have the fortune, the honor, the privilege of living the American dream. I am a beneficiary of American exceptionalism. So I want to help you live your American dream. We release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. Please click like. Please subscribe, please enable notifications so you get instant updates from us going forward. Speaking of instant updates, you can get your cell phone out, send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000, that's 70000, and you can get on our SMS list, and you can opt out of the SMSs at any time. We'll send you breaking news and alerts. We'll send you hopefully good news about about the state of the economy, about things that are going on. Now, if you want to opt out of the SMSs, you can also get on our email list. Go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts, and you can get on our email list and you can opt out of the emails or SMS at any time. You can also follow us on Instagram. You can go to our Instagram handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time. So please follow us on Instagram. We release exclusive content on Instagram for our Instagram followers. You can also follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time, the same handle as Instagram. And then you can get breaking news and alerts from us on Twitter. Now, sometimes YouTube does not send out notifications on time. So go ahead and bookmark youtube.com/ignition_time. Again, that's youtube.com/ignition_time. This way you can visit our homepage and you'll never miss a single video, and you're not dependent on the YouTube notifications. Once again, please remember we release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. That's 2 p.m. East Coast time. So make sure you visit our homepage and check out the videos in case YouTube doesn't send out notifications. Please click like, please subscribe, please enable notifications so you get alerts from our channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Thank you. Bye.